proudly like to say that I'm a believer since 2010 and I never thought I'd be able to see Justin live in a concert, let alone meet him. It was May 4th, the day all my dreams came true and I got to meet my idol. Since Dubai announced that Justin's coming to Dubai, I couldn't stop thinking about how I'm going to meet him. Since it was easy but tough at the same time, hence there's no paparazzi in Dubai. And I tried every contest in the UAE to win tickets to the meet and greets, but I was never lucky enough. Of course, until the day of the concert. So I went to the concert with my Twitter friends at around I think 2 p.m., 2:30 p.m. and we had fun together. Then some of my friends got a taxi to the meet and greet so they wouldn't be late. And I went with three of my friends to the entrance of the stadium and of course walking when it suddenly happened. My friend Anne called me saying, Mara, you're meeting Justin, come now. I couldn't believe it at first. I thought it was some kind of a joke. I was like, how, what, why, where, when? She said, Anoud, like one of my Twitter friends, has an extra ticket and she chose you. I started running and crying hysterically because I never thought anyone would pick me. I ran really, really fast so I wouldn't miss the meet and greet, but I didn't know where the entrance was. I ran for an hour and a half. I'm not even exaggerating, an hour and a half running. And of course with the excessively hot weather in Dubai, and the stadium was literally in the middle of nowhere. It was in a desert, like in Al Ain. It's kind of like a desert. Okay, and I had no water to drink, so I was like about to faint. I ran out of credit on my phone, so I asked my friend to send me some so I can call my friends and ask them where the entrance was. After around 2 hours of running and crying and jumping over barriers and stuff, I finally got there. We waited in a queue for about 40 minutes, I think. 40 or let's say 50 minutes, okay? And we were so excited. We didn't know what to do or say to Justin. We went in, then Ryan, the meet and greet manager, said I couldn't go in. I was like, no, and I started crying. But he said, because you reacted that way, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. I started sobbing, and my friend Anoud couldn't say anything, or else she'd probably get kicked out too. But then she showed him an email from Bieber Fever, where she won her meet and greet tickets from. And the email said she has an extra ticket. So Ryan, this manager dude, he stared at the screen for a minute. And my heart was really beating really fast. I could hear it pump in my ears. Then he looked at me and said, I've been to over 200 Bieber shows and I've done this before and blah blah blah, and because you're a sweetheart, I'm gonna let you in. I cried and smiled at the same time, and I kept saying thank you, thank you, thank you, and I couldn't even take my hands off of my face. It kind of ruined my makeup even more because it was already ruined. Okay, then we waited in this room with around 20 to 30 people. And we kept tweeting and taking pictures and fangirling together. We got to meet awesome people there, and we had this shirt with all our believers' Twitter usernames, my Twitter username and my friend's Twitter username and all the Twitter usernames on the shirt to give to Justin. And some of the girls in the room wrote their usernames too. And then Ryan, in an hour or so, Ryan came in and told us a couple of rules we had to stick to, such as no pictures using our phones when we're with Justin in the room, and we can't ask him for autographs, and we can't ask him for a kiss or a hug unless he does it himself, and that we shouldn't scream because and I quote, Justin doesn't like screaming fans. So they got us some hot dog sandwiches and shawarma and Red Bull and Pepsi and water. And by the way, that day I didn't even have breakfast. All I had that day was water. With all the running and jumping and the hot weather, I only had water that day. Around 2 or 3 bottles of water. Okay, and where did I stop? Okay, and suddenly we heard people coming in. It was Justin's dancing crew. Luke, if you know him, Luke Brodlick, and John, and Sean, and Carlina, and CJ Salvador, and Jay Blaze, and who else? And Aubrey. Aubrey Storm, they all came in. We took pictures and selfies, and we even got them to say Arabic words such as Bhipkon, which means I love you in Arabic, and Habibti, which means my baby, and we got them all on tape. We even posted a video on YouTube. They were all so sweet and lovely, like really, really lovely. We took pictures and selfies. It was really fun. Oh, and Luke is like the cutest guy I've ever seen. Okay, I've got dibs on him. He even let me run my fingers through his curly hair. I was like, oh my god, I love your curly hair and stuff. It was amazing. Okay. Anyway, we got to spend time with Chris Fade and Brent Black from the Virgin Radio Dubai crew. Then they got us in the room again. Okay. Then at 9:30 p.m., of course, Justin came. That freaking douchebag was 5 hours late to the meet and greets and 2 hours late to the concert. The concert was supposed to start at 8 p.m. and it was already about 9 or 10 p.m. Anyway, they got us all, like all of us from all the rooms in, okay? Sorry, they got us all out and then in one line or a queue to walk in the meet and greet room, okay? And they got this table outside the room in case we wanted to give Justin a gift, which of course we did. We had the username shirt. Okay? And when we were the next to go in, we saw Kenny. And we screamed, oh my god, Kenny! Okay? And then he smiled at us. Okay? He looked like sweet, cute, and a huge teddy bear. When we were waiting in front of the door, seeing girls going in, happy as heck, but going out crying and freaking out, we knew it was like the moment of our lives. We were about to see the guy that saved our lives. Our dream about to come true. We were scared that something might go wrong in the very last minute. So we went in the room. They were pushing us. We saw Scrappy on the chair, and we were like, Scrappy, hi, we love you. He waved at us and smiled. It was like they got bored, like they got used to the whole hi, we love you thing. Okay. And then we saw Lil Twist and Lil Zay. Lil Zhao, no, it's Lil Zay. Okay, and we saw him in the corner of the room. I think Lil Twist was sitting and Lil Zay was standing. Okay, or vice versa. Okay. Then we saw Justin. I couldn't believe my eyes. He looked like a freaking doll. I couldn't breathe. He looked so much different in real life. Like his face was longer and his nose. He even had like makeup beneath his eyes because he was obviously tired from the night before. Or probably hungover because he came back to the hotel room like really late. He was in a club or something. Okay, so he said hi. So he said hi, and then we all got ready to take a picture to take the picture. Okay, and we saw two guys taking it. Okay, one guy which I don't know, and Alfredo freaking Floors. Okay, Alfredo was waving at us, smiling, and I'm talking about a huge, all teeth shown, sexy kind of smile, and taking the picture. Okay, then when we were done, we wanted to get a hug from Justin, but the bodyguards kept pushing us away out of the room, and I'm blocking Justin's face, probably because like it was already late and there was no time because we were already about like 6 girls. So if Justin's gonna hug like every and each one of us, it's gonna take around 2 minutes, and then 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, and it's gonna take forever to finish with all the people there. Okay, so the bodyguards like kept pushing us away out of the room and blocking Justin's face. So we asked Justin for a hug, but he was like, "I'm sorry guys, I'm sick." Okay, and it wasn't like, "I'm sorry guys, I'm sick." No, it was like, "I'm sorry guys, I'm sick." Okay, I know it's kind of rude because it was our only chance, and he usually pushes away the guards and hugs his fans. But let me tell you that he was really sick or tired, I don't know, and his voice was the sexiest thing I've ever heard. The kind of voice a guy has when he wakes up in the morning. So it was too quick, actually. We didn't even get the chance to talk to him. Then they pushed us out of the room, and Justin said, "Thanks, guys," and we went out, fell on the floor, cried even more. We were shocked, happy, sad. I didn't know what we felt. It was seriously the best day of my life, not to mention the rest of the day, of course, the show, which was unbelievably amazing, especially when Justin got Lil Twist and Lil Zay on the stage dancing to Baby with him. I'm glad I got to meet my idol. I'm happy, thankful, and grateful to everyone, but especially God. But the best part was that I got to prove everyone, including my friends and family, wrong. They have always put me down and told me I will never meet him, never in my life. But you know what? I know it sounds a bit cheesy and old now, but never say never. May 4th, 2013, Dubai, UAE.